Got to give the people what they want. All right, just gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about some subtracting polynomials. Subtracting polynomials. So, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna do it almost just like addition. So, for subtracting polynomials, first thing we're going to do is we are going to never actually subtract polynomials. Haha, weird, right? We're never going to subtract. We are going to do what I call, we're going to use kind of a super distribution of -1. Okay? So we're never going to subtract. We're going to use a super distribution of -1, which will allow us to rewrite the problem as addition. Okay? So that's what we're basically going to do. So let's now talk about those things. All right, so let's say example 1. It says -3x squared plus 7x to the third minus 2 minus -8x squared plus 2x plus 4. Okay? We are never going to do this subtraction. This is subtracting polynomials. So what we are going to do is this subtraction sign, there's actually an invisible -1 right here, right? There's an invisible 1, right? And it's minus, so that's really an invisible -1. All right, we're going to put that there. And we're actually going to distribute it through the entire second term. So if I was going to rewrite this, I'd have -3. Notice, nothing up here changes. -3x squared plus 7x cubed minus 2. But now this turns into plus. And -1 times -8 is positive 8x squared. -1 times positive 2 is -2x. -1 times positive 4 is -4, right? It basically just changes the sign of everything behind it when we're doing that, all right? So you should write that out so you see it. Now, of course, you can show all of this happening without rewriting the whole problem. So we're not even going to, actually, let's go ahead and solve this one. I'll show you the long way this time, and then we'll do it the short way next time. So as we learned, we're going to look for our highest term. Looks like my highest term is x to the third. So I'm going to have my x to the third spot. I'm going to have an x squared spot. I'm going to have an x spot. And I'm going to have a regular number spot, right? Boom. And now I'm just going to put things in the spots. -3x squared, that's an x squared spot. 7x cubed, there's an x cubed spot. -2, there's a regular number spot. 8x squared, that goes in the x squared spot. -2x, that goes in the x to the first spot. -4, boom. Put all of this together, I have 7x cubed. I have plus, and this is 5x squared minus 2x, and -2 and -4 is -6. Here's my final answer. So I basically take the subtraction problem and turn it into an addition problem and do it the same way that we learned how to do addition, okay? Now let's talk about taking an even little bit of a shorter cut so I don't have to rewrite the whole problem, okay? So let's take example 2. It says -3 3x to the fourth minus 18x cubed plus 7 minus 26x to the third plus 12x to the fourth minus 91. Okay? Let's take this. So again, we see it as a subtraction problem. We don't like. We like this. We got to distribute that super negative. So I'm going to put in my -1 and I'm going to distribute it through. Well, really, all that does, you know what? Erase that. Don't even show that. You're writing that, don't even show it. I'm giving you an even shorter cut. It's like changing two signs, right? Distributing it through, I'm just changing this to a positive, and I'm changing the signs of all of these. So I can go, here's the original, and I can go plus, this becomes negative, this is positive, so this becomes negative, this is negative, so this becomes positive. Now I just changed my whole equation. You know what, let's do that one more time to make sure it's clear. We're not going to solve that one. Example 3 says 3x squared plus 2x to the third minus 5 minus 10x cubed minus 18x squared minus 19x plus 6. Okay? Take this and convert it into an addition problem. Cool. If you did it, you should say, okay, well, I know I need this to be addition, and I need to change the signs of everything here. So this becomes subtraction. This is a minus, so it becomes addition. This is a minus, so it becomes addition. This is a positive, so it becomes a negative. Now I've converted the problem into something that I can solve on my own without rewriting the whole problem. And then finally I can say, looks like x to the third is my biggest term, so I'm going to take my x to the third spot, x squared spot, x spot, and regular number spot. And I'm going to start filling them in. 3x squared, 2x to the third, minus 5, minus 10x to the third, 18x squared, 19x, and -6. I put these all together. -8x cubed. This is 21x squared. This is 19x. And this is -11. Alright, so it's taking the same ideas from the other day, changing the problem into addition, and putting it all together. Alright. That's all I got. Hopefully that's enough to get you all through an entrance ticket to next class. It's me. I'm Bass. I'm out.